Help support the companies that support our community. I started this project out on the CNC, so I wanted to carve some patterns into these pieces. So if you saw the live I did last week, I made some Corsetti presses. And a friend of mine is really into cooking and pasta and things like that. So he asked me if I could do some ravioli molds. So I'd never done one of these before. So my original plan was I was going to take this chunk of wood and put it in the CNC, and for the video. I was still going to make these, but I just wasn't going to do a video on them. I wanted to do a bowl like this and like a platter, and I wanted to carve out this pattern around the outside of it and then dish it out, put it on lathe and knock the corners off. But it's too thick and it won't go into the CNC machine, because I really think it'd be cool if you carve a pattern around the outside of something like that and then carve out the center and make a bowl out of it too. So yeah, these are he sent me a link to a guy who makes a bunch of them, and he has an Instagram page. I will put a link down below because they are just amazing. So this, he really liked the honeycomb pattern, so I did that on one, and then Robin found this really cool pattern for the second one here. It just looks amazing. She's going to do it on some coasters she's working on too. But yeah, it's just really neat. And with these, it's kind of, you can do any pattern you want. You can even hand carve these things, but it's just really cool just being able to carve it out on the CNC and then take it right over to the lathe. So after I got them all carved out on the machine, side note, the honeycomb mold, it took 43 minutes to carve out that pattern on it. So after I got it all done, brought it over to the lathe, and I sanded all the saw marks off on with the disc here, and just cleaned everything up and got it ready for the lathe. So on this, I just found center on the blocks of wood, and then I put a little hole in it and used the tailstock to line everything up. Just put a little bit of hot glue on there, ran it in, and it lines everything right back up. So for these, needs to be pretty precise. Franco was telling me, he went and did some research. The diameter is 2 inches and the depth is 1 inch. So they all kind of need to be the same because they're supposed to hold a certain amount of food inside of them. So I just used number 1 hollower and cleaned it out. I just kept checking the diameter and the depth as I went along. It went pretty quick. I just tried to, make sure it was as close as I could, and then went ahead and sanded the whole thing. So when you're carving it out on the CNC too, and I kind of thought about this when it was running, I went I guess a little deeper than you probably need to, because once you get it on the lathe and you start sanding it, you're going to bring that down a little bit. So I went a little deeper than I needed to, and then sanded it down. So I went ahead and sanded the whole thing, both of them, all the way up to 600. And then I used just regular food grade mineral oil. So it'll all soak into the wood and it won't be an issue, but they're going to be covered in flour. And especially for things like this where they're going to be in contact with food, something like mineral oil is fantastic. They use it on cutting boards all the time. And like I said, this is going to get covered in flour and everything. I think the key to this is make sure that the cup is the right size, but make sure this is all smooth too. Definitely sand it up to 600 so you don't get any, the flour and everything down inside of it. But I really enjoyed doing it. I definitely want to try something on a bigger scale and make a platter or something out of it with the where you can carve it out like that. I did one that's 4 inches and one that's 5 inches. So, and they're, as far as thickness goes, they're probably 1.25 inches is what I did, and then that way the depth of the hole's 1 inch, so it gives it a little bit of material there to work with. All right, Franco, I hope you like them. I'll get those in the mail and let me know how they work and if I need to change anything. But yeah, it was another fun one. and Franco, Andy, and Chris are all going to be, I think Franco's the only one cooking, but we have the craft festival coming up here in a couple of weeks, so they're going to be on there doing something together. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it should be fun. And Franco is always making amazing stuff. I think that was, we have a class. I have another class coming up tomorrow. This one is on Halloween, so we're going to go over everything you need to get started doing Halloween, deep Halloween. I'm going to make a urn. So somebody had a request to make an urn, and then somebody else mentioned doing Halloween, so we're going to combine them to one. So that's tomorrow, and it starts at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will put a link down below in the description if you want to sign up for that. So we're going to go over everything, and it's all on Zoom, so you can ask questions all the way through, and so it's all good. Everybody's live on there. It's not like on YouTube. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, super cool. I think you can do some really neat stuff, you know, inlaying around the lips of things, or even on maybe lidded boxes or something. But super fun project. I don't know, it's like the presses I made, I'd never done one of those before, so I really enjoy that whole process of trying to figure things out and figure out how they're actually made. So it was another fun one. I enjoyed doing that. I've been chatting back and forth with Franco the last few days, trying to figure out exactly how measurements and everything on them. So, all right, hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time. I forgot to mention the hot glue. So this is the little waste block. These are glued on the microwave. Works fantastic. 3 10-minute bursts, and it will pop right off. So I forgot to mention that earlier. Yeah, it's the same thing. I just put it in the microwave 10 seconds, let it sit for just a second, hit another 10 seconds 3 times, and they come right off. And they barely leave any residue on the wood. Just kind of rub it off with your hand. It works fantastic. And then I just went ahead and sanded up the bottoms of them and got them all clean. All right, see you next time.